Picture a city where alcohol is illegal but flows more freely than water. Now fill it with
You seem to
2,900,000
be
people,
enjoying yourself.
half of
I
them
am.
immigrants
It's a nice
speaking a
change of
dozen
pace.
languages.
I'm glad. You
The other
deserve it.
half trying to
Thanks.
decide if they're scandalized
Florence,
or
we're
thrilled
almost
by what
there.
the city's becoming.
I see the skyline.
Add
Don't let up.
speakeasies hidden
Together.
behind barbershops and funeral parlors. Passwords whispered at unmarked doors. Jazz music drifting up from basements at 3 in the morning. Add the sweet chemical smell of homemade gin. The metallic tang of brass shell casings on pavement. The constant low-level anxiety that anyone you meet might be a cop, a gangster, or both. This is Chicago in October 1927. The city that works. The city that drinks. The city where the 18th Amendment turned an entire population into criminals, and nobody seems particularly bothered by it. We're going back there tonight, not as tourists watching mob movies, not as historians studying documents. We're living it. One man's journey through the most dangerous year of Chicago's most dangerous decade. My name is Henry. I make these history stories. If you're new here, I don't really know if you actually fall asleep to these, or if you're just here because you want to know what it felt like to live when America banned alcohol and accidentally created an empire of organized crime. Either way, get comfortable. This one's long. We're going to take our time. Let's begin. Your eyes open to late afternoon light. Gray light filtered through a window that hasn't been properly cleaned in months. Dust motes hang in the air, suspended, barely moving. The first thing isn't the light, it's temperature. Cold. October cold seeping through the single pane glass into a room that doesn't hold heat well. The radiator in the corner clicks but doesn't hiss. The landlord hasn't turned the heat on yet. Coal costs money, tenant complaints are free. You're under 2 wool blankets and still cold. Your breath doesn't quite mist but almost. Then smell. It's not one smell, it's layers. First layer, coal smoke. From the furnace in the basement seeping up through cracks in the floorboards. Sulfurous, acrid, the smell of Chicago heating itself. Second layer, cooking. Mrs. O'Brien's apartment downstairs. Cabbage, onions, something fried in lard. The smell of Irish poverty, filling and cheap. Third layer, cigarette smoke. Embedded in the wallpaper. 50 years of tenants smoking in these same rooms. Fourth layer, bootleg alcohol, faint, chemical, sharp. From the speakeasy 2 buildings over. The smell carries through brick walls when the wind is right. Fifth layer, the building itself. 60 years of human occupation. Sweat, urine from the shared bathroom. Mildew where plaster has cracked. Sixth layer, the stockyards. You're on the south side, 3 miles from the Union stockyards. Depending on the wind, blood, and manure and death processed on industrial scale. Today, the wind is from the east. You're spared. Seventh layer, yourself. You haven't bathed in 3 days. You smell like night work, like truck exhaust and wooden crates and the cold sweat of carrying 400-pound loads. This is Chicago. This is October 12th, 1927. This is home. You're lying on a narrow bed in a room barely 10 feet by 8. Third floor of a brick building on South Halsted Street. The building is 60 years old, built before the Great Fire, one of the few that survived. Your name is Declan Corrigan. You're 25 years old. Born January 15th, 1902. Born in this neighborhood. In this same building, actually. 2 floors down, you've been working for Benny Russo's organization for 10 months now. Before that, you drove trucks for Antonelli Furniture Company. Legal trucks, legal furniture. $12 a week. You got laid off when the depot closed. 2 months unemployed, savings gone, family borrowing money for rent. Then Benny made you an offer. Drive trucks for me, $50 a week, night work. You said yes. Now you make $50 a week, sometimes $60 with tips. You give your family $40 a month. You save the rest. 10 months in, you've saved $1,800. Your goal is $10,000. To buy a house, get your family out of this tenement. At current rate, that's 56 more months. 4.6 years. Can you survive 4.6 years? The room is cold. You need to get up. You pour water from the pitcher into the basin. The water is cold and slightly brownish. You filled it yesterday from the tap in the hallway. You splash your face. The cold water shocks you awake. You look at yourself in the cracked mirror. 25 years old. You look older. Everyone does in Chicago. Your face is thinner than it used to be. Your eyes have shadows that never quite go away. Working nights does that. But you're healthy, employed, making more money than your father ever made. That counts for something. Your clothes are where you left them. White shirt worn twice since washing. Black trousers with a patch on the left knee. Suspenders. A tie dark blue frayed at the edges. You dress slowly. The ritual of transformation from sleeping person to working person. You check your pockets. Wallet was $7. Driver's license. A photograph of your family taken 3 years ago. Keys, cigarettes, matches, pocket knife. You don't carry a gun. Some drivers do, but you've resisted. A gun changes the equation. You'd rather drive fast than shoot. So far, this decision hasn't killed you. Before you leave, you open the window. Cold air flows in, the smell of Chicago, coal smoke, food cooking, garbage. And underneath everything, the lake. Lake Michigan, a few miles east. Its presence changes the air somehow. You breathe it in. This is your city. This is the air you've breathed your whole life. You lock the door, descend the stairs. The building is old and tired and holding together through sheer stubbornness. You pass 3 other doors. Behind them, other lives. You know your neighbors by sound more than sight. The stairs creak no matter how careful you are. You push through the entrance into the evening. The street hits you all at once. Sound firm. Cars, Model T Fords rattling down Halsted Street. Their engines make a distinctive chug. Their horns are loud. Streetcars, electric drawing power from overhead wires. They move with a humming whine, metal wheels on metal rails. Horses, still plenty of horses. Delivery wagons clip-clopping at their own pace. People talking, shouting, laughing. Arguments in Gaelic and Italian and Yiddish and a dozen other languages. Chicago is an immigrant city. The streets are a babel. Visual assault next. Storefronts. Halsted Street is commercial at ground-level residential above. Groceries, butchers, bakeries, tailors. Signs in multiple languages, people everywhere. Sidewalks crowded, men in work clothes, women with shopping bags, children playing. Old men on stoops smoking pipes. Street vendors. A man selling hot chestnuts. The smell cutting through everything else. The light is fading. Dusk. The street lights starting to come on. Electric lights on major streets now. Progress. The temperature is dropping. October in Chicago. You're wearing a jacket, wool dark gray, bought secondhand for $2. You walk south on Halsted. You know every foot of this street. You grew up here. This is your neighborhood. This is identity. You pass the butcher shop where your father buys meat, the bakery where your mother buys bread, the church St. Bridget's, massive brick with twin towers. Your parents go to mass every Sunday. You used to go. You stopped a year ago. The church bells ring as you pass. 7 o'clock. You pass the corner where men sell bootleg alcohol. Small quantities. Personal use. They nod at you. They know you work for Benny Russo. You reach the streetcar stop. The streetcar arrives within 3 minutes. You board, drop a nickel in the fare box. The car is crowded. You grab a leather strap. The car lurches forward humming. Streetcar rides are a particular kind of meditation, packed with strangers. Nobody makes eye contact, everyone thinking their own thoughts. The conductor calls out streets. 33rd, 35th, Pershing Road. You're heading north. Your job tonight starts at a warehouse on the near west side, 4 miles from your boarding house, 20 minutes by streetcar. The neighborhoods change as you go. Still working class, still immigrant, but different immigrants. More Italians, more Greeks, more Jews. Madison Street. You pull the cord. The streetcar stops. You step off. The warehouse is on South Peoria Street, a brick building, 4 stories with loading docks and painted over windows. From outside, it looks like any warehouse. Inside, it's one of the primary distribution hubs for Benny Russo's operation. Alcohol comes here from multiple sources, smuggled across the Canadian border, produced in illegal distilleries, hijacked from other bootleggers. It gets sorted, stored, redistributed to speakeasies across the south and west sides. The warehouse processes maybe 10,000 gallons a week. That's a lot of alcohol, a lot of money, a lot of legal risk. You approach the front door, metal painted green with a sliding panel. You knock, 3 knocks, pause, 2 knocks. The panel slides open, eyes look out. Declan, you say. The door opens. Inside, concrete floor, high ceilings, rows of wooden crates. Men working, maybe 20 of them. Loading, unloading, checking manifests. The air smells like alcohol, not the pleasant smell of a drink. The industrial smell of concentrated ethanol. Sharp, chemical, almost medicinal, mixed with wood and concrete dust and cigarette smoke. The foreman is Benny Russo, 40 years old, stocky, cigar permanently clamped in his mouth. He never lights it, just chews. He's been running this warehouse for 5 years, like a military operation. Declan, he says, you're early. Traffic was light. Good, heavy night, 3 deliveries, South side, west side loop. You're taking south side. How many gallons? 200, 4 crates, Canadian Club. Real stuff, going to 4 speakeasies. You know the route? Yeah. Dom's riding with you. Dominic Vitale. You work with Dom most nights. 35 years old, thin, quiet, dangerous. He carries a .38 revolver. His job is to make sure deliveries happen without incident, to shoot hijackers or thieves. Also to shoot you if you try to steal the cargo. Dual purpose. You find Dom near the loading dock smoking. He nods. Dom doesn't talk much. You've worked with him for 10 months and know almost nothing about him. He does his job, collects his pay, goes home. Ready, he asks. Ready. Loading the truck takes 20 minutes. The truck is a 1925 Ford Model TT, painted brown with Antonelli Furniture Company, stenciled on the side. Fake company, real logo. 4 wooden crates, each containing 50 gallons in bottles wrapped in newspaper. The crates weigh about 400 pounds each. You and another worker load them using a hand truck. Heavy work. The truck has a hidden compartment under the bed. Inside, a Thompson submachine gun and 200 rounds. You've never had to use it. Dom has. Twice. He doesn't talk about it. Benny comes over with a clipboard. Green Mill, 2 crates. Sunset Cafe, 1 crate. Plantation Club, 1 crate. They're expecting you. Cash on delivery. You nod. You know all 3 speakeasies. Dom climbs into the passenger seat. You climb into the driver's seat. The engine turns over with a coughing rattle. Ford Model TTs are loud, uncomfortable, slow. Top speed 45. But reliable. You pull out onto Peoria Street. The night run begins. Driving through Chaco at night is specific. The streets are less crowded, but not empty. Night workers, late diners, theater crowds, people going to speakeasies, prostitutes on corners, cops on patrol. The lighting is uneven. Major streets have electric lights. Side streets don't. You alternate between light and darkness. Your truck headlights are weak acetylene lamps producing yellowish glow. You navigate by memory and instinct. You know Chicago intimately. Every street, every shortcut, every cop's patrol pattern. Madison West, Halsted North. The same street you walk but farther north. More commercial, factories and warehouses. You pass a police car. The cop looks at your truck. You look straight ahead. He doesn't stop you. This district's police are on Russo's payroll. Not all of them, but enough. Corruption in Chicago isn't aberration. It's infrastructure. You turn west on Chicago Avenue, then north on Clark Street. Clark is busy. Cars, streetcars, people. You're stuck behind a streetcar for several blocks. Dom lights a cigarette, doesn't offer you one. He never does. The silence is comfortable. Your colleagues, not friends. Professional relationship. You pass Lincoln Park on your right. Dark, just shapes of trees. During the day, it's beautiful. At night, it's where people go for things they don't want seen. North on Clark, then west on Lawrence. The neighborhood changes. More residential. Apartment buildings, 3 and 4 stories. This is Uptown, entertainment district. Theaters, dance halls, restaurants, speakeasies. The Green Mill is here. The Green Mill Cocktail Lounge sits at 4800 North Broadway. It's a legitimate business, technically. Licensed as a dance hall and restaurant, serves food, hosts live music. It just also serves alcohol, which is illegal. But since everyone does this and police are paid to ignore it, the illegality is academic. The building has a green neon sign above the entrance. Neon is new technology, expensive, eye-catching. The Green Mill sign is visible for blocks. This is not a hidden speakeasy. This is a flagship. You pull into the alley, back entrance for deliveries. Dom gets out first, looks around, makes sure nobody's watching. You open the cargo doors. 2 crates, 800 pounds of Canadian Club, about $2,400 worth wholesale. The Green Mill will sell it for maybe $7,000. The back door opens. A man emerges. Big guy, 6'4", 260 pounds. You've delivered here a dozen times. He knows you. Declan, Dom, got the Canadian. 2 crates. Good, running low, busy week. You and the security guy carry the crates inside. Storage room cool and dark lined with shelves. The whole transaction takes 10 minutes. He pays cash. $1,600 in 20s and 50s. You count it. Dom counts it again. Correct. You give him a receipt, not legal. Just a piece of paper with a number. Internal accounting. Tell Benny thanks. Will do. Back in the truck. Dom locks the cash in a metal box under the seat. You pull out heading south. 1 delivery down. 2 to go. The Sunset Cafe is at 315 East 35th Street in the Black Belt. The Black Belt is what Chicagoans call the South Side neighborhood where most black residents live. The name comes from high density, packed tight. The neighborhood runs roughly from 22nd to 63rd between State and Cottage Grove. Maybe 200,000 black Chicagoans. Most came from the South over the past 20 years. The Great Migration. They came for us, for freedom, for something better than sharecropping. What they found was Chicago, which is better than Mississippi, but not by as much as they hoped. The drive takes you through the Loop, quiet at this hour. A few people, but mostly empty, south on State Street. The road changes from smooth pavement to rough cobblestone. The city doesn't maintain South Side streets as well. This is not a coincidence. The neighborhood announces itself gradually. More people, more music from windows. Different music. Jazz, blues, the sound of the Black South transplanted north. Different smells, different food, different spices. The Sunset Cafe is big, 2 stories. Brick. Large sign, Sunset Cafe, entertainment nightly. One of the premier black and tan clubs. Black and tan meaning integrated. Black and white customers both welcome. Unusual. Most Chicago entertainment is segregated, but jazz clubs often aren't. White people come to black neighborhoods to hear black musicians. One of the city's strange racial bargains. You pull into the alley, same procedure. Dom checks the perimeter. You open the doors. A man appears. You don't know him. Delivery for Mr. Payton. 1 crate, Canadian. Bring it in. Joe King Payton owns the Sunset, black entrepreneur rare in bootlegging. He managed to stay independent, though he pays protection. The cafe is successful enough that nobody bothers taking it over. The crate goes into a basement storage room. Down narrow stairs, 400 pounds. Awkward. You're sweating by the time it's positioned. He pays cash. $800. You count. Dom counts, satisfied. Back in the truck. The Plantation Club is on the west side, different from the other 2. Smaller, rougher. The building is wood-framed, 2 stories painted white once, but now gray. The clientele is working class, factory workers, stockyard workers, people who do hard physical labor and want to forget it. The Plantation Club is not glamorous, but profitable. Working people drink. They drink a lot. They're not picky about quality. You pull into the alley, Dom is more cautious here. This neighborhood has seen hijackings. The North Side gang run by Bugs Moran has been trying to move into West Side territory. There have been shootings. Last month, 2 men were killed 3 blocks from here. Dom keeps his hand near his revolver as you unload. The back door opens. A man with a shotgun, pointed down but visible. He recognizes you, relaxes slightly. Canadian, yeah. Bring it in. The interior is dark, smoky, smelling of stale beer and sweat. The crate goes into a storeroom barely bigger than a closet. Payment is $400 in smaller bills. 10s and 5s. Takes longer to count. You're back in the truck by 11. 3 deliveries complete. $3,200 in the lockbox. Dom will take the money back to the warehouse. Benny will count it again, verify everything, pass it up the chain. Somewhere men higher in the organization are getting richer. You at the end of the night will get your $50. Plus tips if customers were generous. It's good money, the best you've ever made. You wonder sometimes what the cost is. You drop Dom at the warehouse around 11:30. Your shift is technically over, but you're not tired. The adrenaline of driving, the low-level anxiety of carrying illegal cargo, the physical work, it all winds you up. You can't just go home and sleep. So you drive. No destination, just driving through Chicago at night. You head toward the lake. Lake Michigan is always there, a presence on the eastern edge. At night, it's just darkness, but you can feel it. The air changes. Cooler, damper, the smell of water. You reach the lakefront around midnight. You park, get out, walk to the water. Lincoln Park extends along the shore. At night, deserted. You walk along a path paralleling the shore. The lake on your left, invisible except for the sound of small waves lapping rocks. The October air is cold, maybe 35 degrees. Your breath makes clouds. You reach a bench. You sit. The darkness is complete. The lake is a void. You can't see water, can't see the far shore. There is no far shore. All you can hear is the gentle sound of waves. You sit for maybe 20 minutes. Thoughts drift through your mind. You think about the deliveries. 12 crates, maybe 1,500 drinks, maybe $3,000 in revenue for the speakeasies. a small fraction of Chicago's total alcohol consumption tonight. The city is full of speakeasies, full of people drinking. The 18th Amendment prohibits alcohol, but everyone ignores it. Prohibition has turned every drinker into a criminal. You think about the money, $50 tonight for 8 hours of work, more than a factory worker makes in a week. The bootlegging business is profitable because the product is illegal. You're profiting from prohibition. You're not proud. You're not ashamed. It's just a fact. You think about your family. Your mother who prays every morning. Your father who works 16-hour days at the stockyards. They're proud of you, proud you have a good job, that you make good money. They don't know how. Maybe that's better. You stand, you're cold now, genuinely cold. Hands numb, feet numb. You walk back to the truck. The drive home takes 30 minutes. The streets are almost empty now. Past 2 o'clock. You reach your neighborhood, park the truck, walk the 2 blocks to your building. The building is dark, everyone asleep. You climb the stairs quietly, unlock your door, step inside, light a candle. The small flame pushes back darkness. You take off your jacket, your shoes, leave everything else on. Lie down on the bed. Sleep comes slowly, your mind replaying the night, the deliveries, the lake, all of it blurring together. The sounds of the building surround you, someone snoring, water in pipes. The building settling, Mrs. O'Brien's radio faint through floorboards. Still playing classical music. Outside, the city continues, but you're done for now. Tomorrow, you'll wake in the afternoon. Do it all again. This is your life. This is your rhythm. You close your eyes. Darkness, quiet, rest. But something is coming. You don't know it yet, but your life is about to get more complicated. Wednesday afternoon, you wake around 3. The routine is the same. Water in the basin. Dress, eat. You're hungry. You walk to the Irish restaurant 3 blocks south. Inside, small and warm. Smells like heaven. Cabbage, onions, pork potatoes. You order boxty. Potato pancakes with fried onions and sour cream. Buttermilk. The food arrives. Perfect. You eat slowly. While you eat, you watch the street through the window. Halstead in the afternoon is different from Halstead at night. Busy, women shopping, children playing, men coming home from shifts. This is the world your parents inhabit. The daytime world. The visible world. The world of legitimate work. You inhabit a different world. The night world. The invisible world. The 2 worlds exist simultaneously but barely touch. After the restaurant, you walk. No destination. Just movement. You reach Humboldt Park, 107 acres. Grass trees, a lagoon. You find a bench near the water. Sit. Watch ducks floating on the surface. You sit for half an hour, not thinking about anything particular. Just being. This is luxury. Time with no purpose. You leave around 5. The sun is getting low. You need to start thinking about work. Tonight's shift starts at 8, 7:30. You're back at the warehouse. Benny is assigning jobs. About 20 drivers here. Declan, he calls. West Side Loop tonight. 6 stops. Dom's with you, heavy load. 6 stops means a long night. You won't be done until 3 or 4. Cargo mix. Canadian for the clubs. Some beer, some gin, good quality. Regular customers. You find Dom, he nods. The truck is already loaded, 12 crates, maybe 2,400 pounds. The suspension is sagging. You climb in, pull out. The route is familiar. You've done West Side Loops dozens of times. First stop the Shamrock on West Chicago Avenue. Small speakeasy, 2 crates of beer, $400, 15 minutes. Second stop Mulligan's Place on West Grand, 1 crate of gin, $200. Third stop, the Blarney Stone on West Division. Irish Place Rowdy, 2 crates of Canadian, $1,600. The pattern repeats. Each stop similar. Pull into alley. Dom checks security. You carry crates, someone pays cow, you count, you leave. The work is monotonous, same movements, same interactions. But monotony is good. Monotony means no problems. Between the 4th and 5th stops, you drive through a neighborhood in transition. Buildings older, some abandoned. Windows boarded. This used to be thriving. Now it's decay. 5th stop is delayed. Another truck blocking the alley. Broken down. Dom investigates. Comes back. They don't know how long. We can wait or come back. Come back. Do the last stop first. You back out. Drive north. 6th stop, the Emerald on West Fullerton. Bigger place. Nicer neighborhood. 3 crates of Canadian. $2,400. The owner is friendly. offers coffee, you decline. By the time you finish, it's past midnight. You drive back to the delayed stop. The truck is gone. Alley clear. You make the delivery. 1 crate of gin, $200. All 6 stops complete by 12:30. Back to the warehouse. Hand over the lockbox. Benny counts, marks his ledger, nods. Good work. No problems. No problems. See you tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The days blur, each one similar. Wake, eat, work, drive, deliver, home, sleep. This is your routine. This is your rhythm. Thursday night, South Side Loop. 5 stops. The jazz clubs are busy. Thursday's almost as good as Saturday. Friday night, North Side run. Riskier, Moran territory, but you make all 3 deliveries without incident. Saturday night, the busiest, 8 deliveries, working until 5 in the morning. Sunday is your day off. You wake around 3. Sunlight through the window. You should go see your parents. You've been avoiding it, but you can't avoid it forever. You dress in your better clothes. Comb your hair properly. Try to look respectable. You descend to the first floor, stand beside their door, preparing yourself. Then knock. Your mother opens the door. Her face lights up. Declan. Come in. Inside the apartment is small but warm. 2 rooms. 5 people live here. Your father is at the table reading a newspaper. He looks up, nods. Declan, your siblings are scattered around. Eamon 17, Ronan 15, Aoife 13. They greet you with varying enthusiasm. Your mother ushers you to the table. Sit. Are you hungry? I have stew. I'm fine, Ma. You're too thin. She brings you stew anyway. Beef and vegetables. You eat. Your father asks about work. How is the furniture business? Good, steady. They treat you well. Yes. The pay is good. Yes, I'm saving. He nods, satisfied. Your mother has more questions. Do you eat properly? You look tired. Are you sleeping? I'm fine, Ma. You should come for dinner more, Sunday dinners. Family should eat together. I work Sunday nights sometimes. You work too much. Do you have a girlfriend? No, Ma. You should find a nice Irish girl. Settle down. Your father intervenes. Leave him alone. He's 25. He has time. You stay for an hour. Surface conversation. Pleasant, careful. Nobody asks the questions that matter. When you leave, your mother packs food. Bread, sausage, pickles. Come back next week. I will. You lie. Your father walks you to the door, quietly. I don't know what you really do. I don't want to know, but be careful. He knows. Of course he knows. I'm careful, Da. He nods. You climb back to the 3rd floor, stand by the window looking out. Family is complicated. Monday night, a week later, October 19th, you're making a delivery to a speakeasy on the west side, a place called the 4-Leaf Clover. You and Dom arrive around 11, usual routine. Park in alley. Dom checks perimeter. You open cargo doors. 2 crates. Canadian Club. You carry the first crate to the back door. Knock. The door opens. But something's wrong. The man who opens the door isn't the usual doorman. He's younger, nervous, eyes darting. Delivery, you say. Yeah, bring it in. You carry the crate inside. The storage room is darker than usual. Fewer lights. You set the crate down, turn to leave. That's when you see them. 2 men in the shadows, holding guns. Not pointed at you, not yet, but visible. One steps forward, maybe 30. Dark hair, scar on his left cheek. Your heart is pounding, but you keep your face blank. You work for Russo, he asks. Your mind races. This is a setup, but whose? I'm just a driver. That's not what I asked. Dom appears in the doorway behind you. His hand is inside his jacket, on his revolver. The situation is balanced on a knife's edge. The man with the scar smiles. It's not friendly. Relax, we're not here to rob you. We're here to deliver a message. What message? Tell Russo the North Side is done playing nice. This territory is contested now. He wants to keep delivering. Here he pays a tax, 20% of every shipment. You're just a driver. You don't make these decisions. I'm just a driver. I don't make those decisions. But you'll deliver the message, won't you? It's not a question. Yeah, I'll deliver it. Good, now get out. You and Dom back out slowly. Neither of you turns your back. You reach the truck, climb in, drive away. Neither of you speaks for 5 minutes. Finally, Dom says, that was Tommy Murphy, Moran's enforcer. You sure? I'm sure. What do? We tell Benny, let him decide. Back at the warehouse, you report everything. Benny listens. His face doesn't change. When you finish, he nods. This was coming. Moran's been pushing south for months. Now he's making it official. What happens now? War, Benny says simply. Or negotiation? Depends on what the bosses decide. And us, we keep working. But careful, West Side is hot now. No more solo trucks. 2 trucks minimum, 4 armed men. You drive home that night thinking about the guns, about Tommy Murphy's smile, about the word Benny used, war. The next day, something unexpected happens. You're walking past the Sunset Cafe in the afternoon. Not working, just walking. Music drifts from inside. Someone practicing. A woman's voice. Singing without accompaniment. The voice is extraordinary, like velvet and smoke. Rich and textured. You stop. Listen. The song is Stormy Weather. Slow, melancholic, beautiful. You stand there for maybe 5 minutes, just listening. The song ends. Silence. Then a different voice. Male. Again, Anna. From the top. Put more pain in it. Anna. The woman starts again. This time even better. More feeling, more hurt. You should leave. You have things to do, but you stay. The song finishes. You hear applause from inside. The male voice. Perfect. That's the one. We'll open with that tonight. Tonight. She's performing tonight. You shouldn't care. You're a bootlegger. She's a singer. Different worlds. But something about that voice. You walk away, but the song stays in your head. That evening, instead of going straight to the warehouse, you make a detour. The Sunset Cafe, 7 o'clock. Early for the nightclub crowd. You go in through the front door. First time you've entered this way. Inside, it's different from the storage room, you know. Elegant. Tables with white cloths. A stage with red curtains. A bar along one wall. Early, so not many customers. Maybe a dozen people. You sit at the bar and order a beer. The bartender doesn't recognize you. You're in regular clothes, not work clothes. You're just another customer. Here for the music, the bartender asks. Yeah, heard the singer's good. Anna, she's the best. You're early, though. She doesn't go on until 10. 3 hours. You'll be late for work. But you stay. You nurse the beer. Watch the room fill up. By 9:30, the place is packed. Maybe 200 people. Mixed crowd. Black and white. Unusual for Chicago, but this is a black and tan club. 10 o'clock. The lights dim. The curtain opens. A 4-piece band on stage. Piano, bass, drums, trumpet. And her, Anna Fitzgerald. She's in her early 20s. Dark hair. Dark eyes. Wearing a blue dress that catches the stage lights. She steps to the microphone. The room goes quiet. Then she starts singing. Stormy Weather. And it's even better than this afternoon. Her voice fills the room. Every word clear. Every note perfect. Every emotion raw. The song is about loss, about loneliness, about loving someone who's gone. She sings it like she's lived it. When she finishes, the room explodes. Applause, whistles, shouts for more. She smiles. Small, genuine. Thank you, she says. Her speaking voice is different from her singing voice. Softer, almost shy. She sings 4 more songs, each one perfect. Between songs, she talks to the audience, tells little stories, makes jokes. She's charming, natural. After her set, she leaves the stage. The band plays instrumental music. You should leave. You're already 2 hours late for work. But you stay. You see her at the bar, talking to the bartender. He pours her something, water looks like. You shouldn't approach. You're a bootlegger. She's a performer. Different worlds. But you do anyway. That was incredible, you say. She turns, looks at you, sizing you up. Thank you. I'm Declan. Anna. She doesn't offer her last name. I heard you practicing this afternoon through the door. You were singing Stormy Weather. It stopped me in my tracks. She smiles, genuinely pleased. You have good taste. That's my favorite. It shows. The bartender interrupts. Anna, there's a guy asking for you. Says he's from a record company. Her eyes widen. Serious? Says so. She looks at you, apologetic. I have to go. This could be important. She touches your arm. Brief. Thanks for listening. Then she's gone, swept up by the bartender toward a table where a man in an expensive suit is waiting. You watch her go. That voice, that presence. You finish your beer. Leave. Outside, the night air is cold. You check your watch. Almost midnight. You're 4 hours late for work. Benny is going to be furious. When you arrive at the warehouse, Benny is waiting. 4 hours late, Corrigan. What the hell? I'm sorry, Sorry doesn't cut it. Dom did your route alone. You know how dangerous that is? You do. Dom could have been hijacked, killed, because you were at a nightclub listening to a singer. It won't happen again. Damn right it won't. You pull this again, you're done. Understand? Understood. Benny stares at you, then shakes his head. Get out of here. Think about whether this job matters to you. You leave, ashamed, angry at yourself. What were you thinking? Risking your job, risking Dom's safety. For what? A woman you don't know. A voice you drive home. Lie on your bed, stare at the ceiling, but all you can hear is her singing. Stormy weather. The next day you go back to the Sunset Cafe, not at night, in the afternoon when it's closed. You knock on the back door, the delivery entrance. A man answers. Kitchen staff. Deliveries go through the warehouse, he starts. I'm not delivering. I'm looking for Anna, the singer. He looks suspicious. Why? I want to apologize for something. He hesitates, then, wait here. He closes the door. 5 minutes pass. You're about to leave when the door opens again. Anna. She's wearing regular clothes, skirt and blouse. No stage makeup. She looks younger, more vulnerable. You came back, she says. I wanted to apologize for leaving so abruptly last night. She laughs. You apologize for leaving. Most men apologize for staying too long. I'm not most men. I'm starting to see that. She steps outside, closes the door behind her. Walk with me. You walk down 35th Street, aimlessly. She asks about you, where you're from, what you do. You lie. Tell her you drive trucks for a furniture company. Not technically untrue. She talks about herself. She's from Chicago, South Side, Irish-Italian mixed. Her father was a dock worker, died 3 years ago. How, you ask? She hesitates. Bootleg alcohol, methanol poisoning. Someone sold him wood alcohol, told him it was whiskey. Your stomach drops. Your cargo, your deliveries. Canadian Club is real whiskey, but not everything sold in Chicago is. Some of it is poison. She doesn't know what you do. Can't know. I'm sorry, you say. It's why I hate bootleggers, she continues. They killed my father for $12. He bought 2 bottles, drank one, went blind, then died. You should tell her, you should confess, but you can't. That's horrible, you say. She nods. It's Chicago. People die. Life goes on. You walk in silence for a moment. Then she asks, that record company guy, he wants me to come to New York, make a recording. That's amazing. It is, but it's also terrifying. I've never left Chicago. New York is just another city. Or is it the whole world? You don't have an answer. You walk her back to the Sunset. At the door she turns. Will you come hear me sing again? I'd like that. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. She smiles, then goes inside. You stand there for a moment, then reality crashes down. She hates bootleggers. You're a bootlegger. She's planning to leave Chicago. You're trapped here. This can't end well, but you'll go tomorrow night anyway. Because that voice, because that smile, because you're 25 years old and stupid and falling for a woman who would hate you if she knew the truth. November comes. The temperature drops, but you barely notice. You're spending every free moment at the Sunset Cafe, listening to Anna sing, talking to her between sets, learning about her. She wants to be a recording artist, like Bessie Smith or May Rainey. She practices 4 hours a day. She writes her own songs sometimes. She's ambitious, driven. She's going places. And you're falling for her. The problem is she still doesn't know what you really do. You've kept up the lie. Furniture delivery driver, daytime work, normal hours. She asks why you always come at night. You tell her you work split shifts, morning and evening. She believes you. Why wouldn't she? You're careful. You never mention the bootlegging, never slip up, but lying to her is eating you alive. November 10th, a Wednesday. You're making a delivery to a speakeasy on the north side. Risky's territory. But the money is good. You and Dom pull into an alley on North Halsted. Different Halsted. North side. The speakeasy is called the Shamrock. Ironic given it's in Moran territory. You carry the first crate to the door. Knock. The door opens. Wrong again. But this time it's not Tommy Murphy. It's someone worse. A man steps out. Tall, maybe 28, blonde hair, ice blue eyes, Russian accent. Well, Russo's delivery boy. Behind him 3 more men, all armed. This is bad. Dom's hand moves toward his gun. The Russian raises a finger. I wouldn't. My men are faster. It's probably true. What do you want, you ask? I want to know your name. Declan. Declan, what? Corrigan. He smiles. Shh, of course. I am Dmitry Volkov. You may have heard of me. You haven't. They call me the wolf, he continues, because I hunt. And when I hunt, I always catch my prey. This is a performance. He's enjoying this. We're just making a delivery, you say. Not anymore. This territory belongs to Bugs Moran now. Your boss Russo should have asked permission. We're not looking for trouble. Good. Then you won't mind leaving your cargo as a tax for using our streets. 2 crates, $1,600 worth. You look at Dom. He's calculating. 4 guns against 2. Bad odds. Take it, you say. Dimitri laughs. Smart Irish boy. Not like the others. They tried to fight. They died. He steps closer. His men take the crates. I'm going to remember you, Declan Corrigan. Irish boy who drives for Russo. Next time we meet, maybe we race. See who's the better driver. I'm not interested in racing. You will be. He leans in, close enough that you can smell tobacco on his breath. Because I'm going to make it interesting. I'm going to take everything from Russo. His territory, his trucks, his men. He straightens. And when I'm done with him, I'll come for you. Not to kill, to beat, to humiliate, to prove that the Wolf is the best driver in Chicago. He's insane. Egomaniacal and insane. Looking forward to it, you say flatly. He laughs again. Then he and his men disappear into the speakeasy with your cargo. You and Dom get in the truck, drive away in silence. Finally, Dom speaks. That was Dmitry Volkov. He works for Moran, but he's independent, does his own thing. He's crazy. He's dangerous. He's killed 6 men this year. Some for Moran, some for himself. He likes it. Great, you've made an enemy of a psychopath. Back at the warehouse, you report to Benny. He's furious about losing the cargo, but not surprised. Volkov, yeah, he's been hitting our trucks for 2 months. Taking cargo, beating drivers. He's trying to make a name. What do we do? Benny shrugs. We work around him, avoid North Side, focus on our territory. What if he comes to our territory? Then we shoot him. Benny says it like it's obvious. You drive home that night thinking about Dmitry Volkov, the wolf, coming for you. November 15th, 5 days later, you're at the Sunset Cafe. Anna's singing. You're at your usual table near the stage. Between sets, she comes over, sits with you. You look worried, she says. Work stuff, nothing important. Tell me. You can't, so you deflect. How's the New York thing going? Her face lights up. The record company wants me there by January. They're paying for everything. Train ticket, hotel, studio time. That's incredible. It is. But then her smile fades. It's also scary. I'd be leaving everything. Everyone. She looks at you, direct. Would you miss me? Your heart pounds. Yes. How much more than I should? She reaches across the table, takes your hand. I'd miss you too. This is the moment. You should tell her the truth about what you do, about the bootlegging, about Dmitry Volkov and Tommy Murphy and the constant danger. But you don't, because you're a coward, because you don't want to lose her. Come with me, she says suddenly. What? To New York. Come with me. We could start over. Both of us. Your mind races. Leave Chicago. Leave your family. They need your money, $40 a month. Without it, they lose their apartment. I can't, you say. My family, they depend on me. Bring them. It's not that simple. She pulls her hands back. It could be if you wanted it to be. Anna, forget it. She stands. I should get back. Next set starts in 5 minutes. She walks away, back toward the stage. You've hurt her, and you can't even explain why. You stay for her next set, but it's different. She doesn't look at you, doesn't smile in your direction, after you try to catch her. But she slips out the back, gone. You stand in the cold November night, hating yourself, November 20th. You're making a South Side delivery, your territory, safe. You and Dom pull up to a speakeasy called The Harp. Routine delivery, 2 crates. Beer this time, not whiskey. You carry the first crate to the door, but as you set it down, you hear it. An engine roaring. You turn. A truck is speeding down the alley. Directly at you, Dom shouts, "Move, you dive." The truck misses you by inches, crashes into your truck. Metal screaming, glass shattering. The other truck backs up. You see the driver. Dmitry Volkov, grinning. He leans out the window. I told you, Irish boy, we're going to race. Then he's gone, speeding out of the alley. Your truck is destroyed, front end crumpled. Won't drive. Dom is on his feet, gun drawn. But Dimitri's already gone. The speakeasy owner comes out, surveys the damage. This is going to be expensive, he says. You call Benny. He arrives 30 minutes later with another truck. Looks at the damage. Volkov, he asks. Yeah. Benny shakes his head. This is escalating. He makes a phone call, talks to someone. You can't hear what he's saying. When he hangs up, the bosses are meeting. Russo and Moran, they're going to try to work this out. Draw clear territories. Stop the fighting. What about Volkov? If Moran can't control his own people, there'll be bigger problems. You finish the delivery in the replacement truck, but you're shaken. Dmitry Volkov isn't just making threats. He's acting on them, and he's focused on you. November 25th. Thanksgiving. You spend the day with your family. Your mother cooks. Turkey, potatoes, bread. Everyone's there. Your father, Eamon, Ronan, Aoife. They're grateful, happy to see you. You give your mother $50. Thanksgiving bonus. She cries. Your father shakes your hand. Eamon pulls you aside. You okay? You look stressed. I'm fine. You're lying. He's 17 but perceptive. Work is complicated right now. Complicated how? You can't tell him, can't tell anyone. Just complicated. He studies you. Whatever you're doing, be careful. Me worries. I know. After dinner, you leave. Walk to the Sunset Cafe. Anna's performing. Thanksgiving show. The place is packed. You slip in, stand at the back. Don't take a table. She's singing Someone to Watch Over Me. Slow, wistful. She sees you. Your eyes meet. She doesn't look away. After her set, she finds you. You came. I couldn't stay away. She takes your hand, leads you outside, into the alley, away from the crowd. I'm leaving in 5 weeks, she says. January 2nd, that's my train. I know. I want you to come with me. Anna, I know you have family. I know you have responsibilities. But I also know you're not happy. I can see it. Whatever you're doing, it's eating you alive. She's right. The lying, the danger, the constant fear, it's destroying you. Come with me, she says again. We'll figure out the rest. You want to. God, you want to. But you can't. Your family needs you. $40 a month. Without it, they're on the street. I can't, you say. She nods, like she expected this. Then I guess this is goodbye. Don't say that. What else is there to say you won't come? I won't stay. We're at an impasse. I care about you. I know, but not enough. She kisses you, soft, brief. Then she walks back inside. You stand in the alley, alone, cold. You've lost her. December arrives, 1 month until Anna leaves. You throw yourself into work. Extra shifts, extra deliveries, anything to not think about her. The money accumulates. You're up to $2,800 saved now. $10,000 still feels impossible. But you're making progress. December 5th, a Monday night. You're making a West Side delivery, a speakeasy called The Clover. You've been here before. Regular customer. No problems. You and Dom pull into the alley. Normal routine. But as you're unloading, you hear it again. An engine. You freeze. Look up. A truck. Speeding toward you. Dmitry Volkov. Again. But this time you're ready. You jump into your truck. Start the engine. Dom, get in. He runs. Jumps into the passenger seat. You slam the accelerator. The truck lurches forward. Dimitri's truck is faster, but you know these streets better. You take a hard right. Into a narrow alley. Barely wide enough for one truck. Dmitry follows. You're racing through the west side, 30 miles per hour, 40, 50. Model TTS aren't built for this. The truck shakes, rattles, but holds together. Dom is bracing himself against the dashboard. Declan, you're gonna kill us. Better than letting him catch us. You take another turn into an even narrower alley. You know this one ends in a warehouse loading bay. If you can reach it before Dmitry catches up, you floor it. Dmitry is gaining. His truck is newer. Faster. You can see the warehouse ahead. 50 yards. 40. 30. Dmitry pulls alongside, trying to ram you. 20 yards. You slam the brakes. Dmitry overshoots, crashes into a stack of wooden pallets. You reverse. Spin the truck around. Drive away in the opposite direction. In your mirror, you see Dmitry climbing out of his truck, shouting, furious. You've won this time. But you know it's not over. Back at the warehouse, Benny is waiting. I heard about the chase. News travels fast. Volkov again, he's obsessed. I know. The bosses are meeting tomorrow. This has to stop. What happens if they can't agree? Benny looks at you, dead serious. Then it's war, real war, not just hijackings, bodies. That night you can't sleep. You lie in bed, thinking about Dmitry Volkov, about Anna Fitzgerald, about your family, about the money under your mattress, about the fact that you're trapped in a life you never wanted. You thought bootlegging would be temporary. A year, maybe two. Save enough money. Get out. But you're in deeper now. You've made enemies. Dmitry wants to kill you. Tommy Murphy wants to tax you. The feds want to arrest you, and Anna wants you to leave Chicago. But you can't, because your family needs you. You're trapped. December 14th. The meeting between Russo and Moran happens, at a neutral location, some restaurant in the Loop. Benny doesn't go. He's middle management. Not important enough. But word comes back quickly. Agreement reached. Clear territories. North side is Moran. South side is Russo. West side is shared. 20% tax on any operations in shared territory. Split 50-50. No more hijackings. No more violence. Any violations will be dealt with internally. Sounds good in theory, but you know it won't last. Men like Dmitry Volkov don't follow rules. December 20th, you go to the Sunset Cafe. You haven't been there in 3 weeks, since Anna said goodbye. But you have to see her one more time. She's on stage, singing I'll Be Seeing You, a goodbye song, about parting, about memory. She sees you, her voice catches, just for a moment. Then she recovers. After her set, she comes to your table. You're here. I needed to see you. She sits. I'm leaving in 2 weeks, January 2nd, 10 a.m. train. I know. Will you come? This is it, the moment, decision time. You think about your family, about the money, about the debt you owe them, and you think about Anna, about her voice, about her dreams, about the life you could have. I can't, you say. She nods, like she knew. I understand. Do you, yes, you're a good man, Declan. You take care of your family. That's admirable. It doesn't feel admirable. It feels like a cage. She takes your hand, then break out. Come with me. My family will survive. They survived before you. They'll survive after. It's not that simple. It is. You're just scared. She's right. You are scared. Scared of leaving. Scared of failing. Scared of letting people down. I have to go, she says, standing. But I'll be at Union Station, January 2nd, 10 a.m., platform 6, if you change your mind. She kisses your forehead, gentle, sad. Then she's gone. You sit there alone, surrounded by people, but alone. December 25th, Christmas. You spend it with your family, again. The same routine, dinner, gifts, your mother crying when you give her $60. But this time it feels different, final. Because you're thinking about Anna's offer. Come with me. Could you really leave? Your father pulls you aside after dinner. You're troubled, he says. I'm fine, Bryce. No, you're not. He looks at you, really looks. I know you're not driving furniture, Declan. I know what you really do. Your stomach drops. Duh. I'm not stupid. I see the money. I see the hours. I know. He pauses. And I'm grateful for the money. It's kept us alive, but it's also killing you. I'm fine. You're not. And you need to make a choice. Stay in this life or get out before it's too late. The family needs you alive, not rich, not dead. He squeezes your shoulder. Think about it. That night lying in your room, you think about everything, the money, the danger, Anna, Dmitry Volkov, your family, and you realize your father's right. This life is killing you. You need to get out. But how January 1st, 1928, New Year's Day, you wake early, before dawn, unusual for you, but you couldn't sleep. Tomorrow, Anna leaves for New York. 10 a.m., platform 6. You have a decision to make. You count the money under your mattress. $2,800. Not $10,000. Not enough for a house, but enough for something. A start. Maybe. You think about New York. You've never been. Don't know anyone there except Anna. No job waiting. No connections. You'd be starting from nothing. But you'd be free. Free from Dmitry Volkov, from Benny Russo, from the constant danger. Free to be someone other than a bootlegger. You think about your family. Without your $40 a month, they'll struggle. But your father was right. They survived before you. They'll survive after. Eamon is working now, $16 a week. Not much, but something. They'll make it. You make your decision. You are going to New York. You spend the day preparing. Pack your few belongings. Not much. Clothes, the photograph of your family, the rosary Father Brennan gave you years ago. You write a letter to your parents. Explaining, apologizing, promising to send money when you can. You leave the letter with $200 on the kitchen table in their apartment. When they're out at church, you keep the rest. $2,600 for New York. You go to the warehouse. Find Benny. I'm quitting. He looks up, surprised. What? I'm done. I'm leaving Chicago. You can't just quit. I'm not asking permission. Benny stands, angry. You walk out, you're done. No coming back. You understand? I understand. He stares at you, then shakes his head. You're making a mistake. Maybe, but it's my mistake to make. You turn to leave. Declan, you stop. Good luck. You nod, then you're gone. Ishaya, that night you can't sleep. You lie in bed, thinking, doubting. Are you doing the right thing? Or are you running away? You don't know, but you know you can't keep living this way. The fear, the lies, the constant danger. It's destroying you. Anna was right. You have to break out of the cage, even if you're terrified. January 2nd, 10 a.m. Union Station. You arrive early, 9:30. The station is crowded, even on a Monday. People traveling, coming and going. You find platform 6, the New York train. Anna's not there yet. You wait, 9:40, 9:50. Still no Anna. Your heart is pounding. What if she changed her mind? What if she's not coming, 9:55? Then you see her, walking through the crowd, carrying 2 suitcases, wearing a blue coat and a hat. She looks nervous, excited, scared. She doesn't see you yet. You step forward. Anna, she turns. Her eyes widen. Declan, I'm here. She drops her suitcases, runs to you, throws her arms around you. You came. You actually came. I told you I'd think about it. She pulls back, looks at you. What about your family? They'll be okay. I left them money, a letter, and your job. I quit. She studies your face. Are you sure? Really sure? No, but I'm here anyway. She laughs, kisses you, hard. Then let's go. You pick up her suitcases, walk toward the train. The conductor calls all aboard for New York, departing in 5 minutes. You're about to step onto the train when you hear it. A voice behind you. Corrigan. You turn, Dmitry Volkov, standing 50 feet away, grinning. I knew you'd run, coward Irish boy. Anna grabs your arm. Who is that? Nobody. Get on the train. Not nobody, Dmitry calls. I'm the man who's going to kill him. He starts walking toward you, fast. Anna is pulling you. Declan, get on the train. But you can't. If you run, Dmitry will follow. He'll find you in New York. He's obsessed. This has to end, now. You hand the suitcases to Anna. Get on the train. I'll catch the next one. Declan, trust me. I'll see you in New York. I promise. She looks terrified, but she nods. She gets on the train. You turn to face Dmitry. He's 20 feet away now, still grinning. Finally, you're going to face me. What do you want, Volkov? A race. You and me, right now. I don't have a truck. There. He points to the street outside the station, where a Model TT is parked. I brought you one because I want this to be fair. He's insane. And if I win, you won't. But if you do, I leave you alone, forever. And if you win, his grin widens. I kill you. Behind you, the train whistle blows. The train is leaving. Anna is on that train, going to New York, waiting for you. If you race Dmitry, you might die. If you don't, he'll hunt you forever. Where are we racing, you ask? Lakeshore Drive, north to Evanston and back. 20 miles. Fine, let's go. 10 minutes later, you're in the Model TT Dmitry provided. He's in his own truck. Newer, faster. You're on Lakeshore Drive. A cop Dmitry bribed is acting as starter. There are maybe 20 people watching. Bystanders, gamblers betting on the outcome. The cop raises a flag. On my mark, ready, set, go. The flag drops. You both floor it. The trucks roar, tires screeching. Dmitry pulls ahead immediately. His truck is faster, but you know Chicago. You know this road. Lakeshore Drive runs along the lake, curves and straightaways. Traffic lights, it's 10 a.m., light traffic, but some. You weave through cars, so does Dmitry. You're doing 50, 60, 70 miles per hour. Model TTs aren't built for this. The truck is shaking violently. Dmitry is ahead by 3 car lengths. You take a risk, cut through Lincoln Park, off-road, grass and gravel. The truck bounces, almost tips, but you maintain control. You emerge back on Lakeshore Drive. Ahead of Dimitri, he's furious. You can see him through his windshield. Screaming, he accelerates, pulls alongside. You're neck and neck, 80 miles per hour. This is insane. Ahead the Evanston city limit, the turnaround point. You reach it first. By half a length, you slam the brakes, spin the wheel. The truck skids, does a 180-degree turn. Dimitri tries the same, but he's going too fast. His truck flips, rolls 3 times, crashes into a tree. You stop, jump out, run to his truck. He's inside, trapped. The truck is on its side. He's bleeding, but alive. He sees you, laughs, blood on his teeth. You one Irish boy, fair and square. Are you okay? I'll live, probably. He coughs, but I keep my word. You are free. I won't hunt you anymore. You hear sirens, police coming. You should go, Dimitri says, before they arrest you. You hesitate. Go, he shouts. You run back to your truck, drive away. In your mirror, you see police arriving, pulling Dimitri from the wreckage. But you don't stop. You drive back to Union Station. The next train to New York leaves at 2 p.m. You buy a ticket, $75. You board, find a seat. The train pulls out of the station. Chicago disappears behind you. You watch it go. The city you've lived in your whole life. The city that almost killed you. You're leaving, finally, free. The train arrives in New York 30 hours later. You step onto the platform. Grand Central Terminal. It's bigger than Union Station, grander. More people. You have no idea where Anna is. What hotel? You don't even know if she made it. But then you see her, waiting on the platform. Like she knew you'd come. She runs to you, throws her arms around you. You're alive. I was so worried. I'm here, like I promised. She pulls back, looks at you. What happened with that man? It's over. He won't bother us anymore. She doesn't ask for details, just takes your hand. Come on, I want to show you New York. You walk out of Grand Central together, into a new city, a new life. But 3 weeks later, on a cold January night, there's a knock on the door of your rented room in Manhattan. You open it. 2 men, federal agents. You recognize one, Agent Harold Murphy. Declan Corrigan, you're under arrest for violation of the Volstead Act. Your stomach drops. I'm not bootlegging anymore. I quit. Doesn't matter. We have evidence from your time in Chicago. Photos, testimony, enough to put you away for 10 years. They cuff you. Anna is watching, horrified. Declan, what is he talking about? I'll explain. I promise, but you can't, because they're taking you away. They extradite you back to Chicago, federal courthouse, Northern District of Illinois. The trial lasts 2 days. Evidence 47 photographs of you making deliveries. Testimony from Tommy O'Shea, one of Benny's drivers who turned state's witness. Financial records. The $2,600 you had in New York. Your lawyer, Joseph Feldman, paid for by Benny's organization, argues you were coerced. It doesn't work. Jury deliberates 3 hours. Verdict guilty. Sentencing 18 months. Federal Correctional Institution, Leavenworth, Kansas. Plus a $2,000 fine. Plus forfeiture of all seized assets. They take everything. The $2,600, gone. Anna is in the courtroom. She heard everything. About the bootlegging. About the lies. After sentencing, they let you speak to her, briefly. I'm sorry, you say. I should have told you. Yes, you should have. She's crying. My father died because of bootleg alcohol, and you were selling it. I know, I'm sorry. I loved you, Declan, but I can't be with someone who did that. I understand. She leaves. You never see her again. Leavenworth. September 1928 to December 1929. 15 months. With good behavior, you get 3 months off. You work in the library. Read everything. Learn bookkeeping. Your mother writes every week. Letters about the family. Eamon graduated. Got a better job. Mechanic. $20 a week. They're surviving without you, in a way that hurts more than anything. You weren't necessary after all. December 20th, 1929. They release you. Give you $20. A brown suit, a train ticket to Chicago. You step outside. Kansas winter. Cold. Clear. You're 27 years old. Ex-convict. $20 to your name. But you're alive. You're free. You survived. The train takes you back to Chicago. You arrive at Union Station. The same place you left from 2 years ago. Everything looks the same, but everything is different. You take the streetcar to South Halsted, walk to your parents' building, first floor. You knock. Your mother opens the door. She's aged. 2 years equals 5 on her face. She hugs you, cries. Inside, everyone's there, your father. Eamon 19 now, Ronan 17, Hifa 15. They made dinner, stew, bread. After dinner, your father pulls you aside. I found you a job, Marshall Fields, loading trucks, $18 a week, legitimate. $18 a week, what you made 6 years ago. It's honest money, your father says. Thank you. That night you sleep on the floor of the main room, like when you were a kid. It's crowded, but it's home. You work at Marshall Fields for 40 years. Never rich, never poor, enough. 1936, you marry Elizabeth Riley, Irish girl from the parish. 1938, son born, Patrick Jr., 1941, daughter born, Kathleen. 1945, you buy a house, not a $10,000 house, a $4,200 house, but it's yours. Your family is out of the tenement. 1960, you retire. Pension. 1970, you die peacefully. Age 68, heart attack. Surrounded by family. A life. Not the life you imagine, but a life. Honest, quiet, sufficient. But tonight, imagine, it's March 1929. 3 in the morning, you've just finished your last delivery before getting arrested. You're parked at Lake Michigan, engine off. The city behind you, 3 million people, most asleep. The lake in front of you. Darkness, water lapping rocks. You sit in the truck, alone, cold. You think about the money, never enough. The family, always needing. The dream, always distant. Anna, her voice, her goodbye. Dimitri, the race, the crash. And underneath it all, a question. Was this worth it? You don't know the answer yet. You won't know for 40 years. But right now, in this moment, you're alive. You're breathing. You're here. That has to be enough. The wind off Lake Michigan is cold. Smells like water, like distance. Behind you, the city, coal smoke, bootleg alcohol, blood on pavement. Chicago. Ahead of you, the lake. Darkness. Unknown. Possibility. You close your eyes. Let the cold air fill your lungs. Let the sound of water wash over you. Your breathing slows. Your heartbeat slows. The calculations in your head quiet. The fear in your chest eases. The weight on your shoulders lifts, just for a moment, just for now. This is enough. Let sleep take you the way it took Declan Corrigan in his truck by Lake Michigan 97 years ago. Let the sounds of Chicago fade, the violence, the money, the constant counting. Let it all go. You've driven through the night. You've carried the weight. You've served in. You've earned this rest. Take it. Your breathing slows, steady, deep. The city continues without you, but you're done for now. The cold, the dark, the water, the quiet. Let it hold you. Good night.